Speaking of pre-cum, how ridiculous is it that back in the day they told you that was going to get a chick pregnant?
I think it can though.
I mean, hypothetically, yes, but
they made it sound like it was more potent.
yeah.
It's someone who doesn't enjoy sex.
They were like, this is all the sperm is in this like one little droplet of pre-cum. Like 99% of it, and if it like touches a girl's flesh, she's gonna get pregnant.
It oozes through her skin.
By osmosis.
See, I was always concerned about that and we've talked about it, but I have a copious amount of pre-cum.
Please just
Copious.
don't. God,
No, but
so
I don't know
gross.
I'm honestly, dude, fuck off. Don't picture it then.
No, it's not.
I don't
it's
know
just,
what's
it's the way you say it. It's
I
not
don't know
what it
what's
is.
normal. What is normal? Because you said a drop. Is that like what normal pre-cum is for most people?
It drops, I guess.
I shoot a dime size boink. That's all of it right there. A little
What, pre-cum?
no, the whole thing. Boink. Nice and tidy, like a Hershey kiss.
Like a water droplet hitting the water.
That's it. Bloop.
Like you're decorating a cake.
Yes, exactly. That's it. Just one.
I was legitimately curious because I don't know what's normal.
I don't know if there is a normal. I know
There probably is because I know there's a normal amount or an average amount of semen too.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you can beef it up with some zinc.
Yeah.
Allegedly, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and stringy.
what's it? There was another one. Soy lecithin. I read that
Porn
is.
stars, they hit that up.
I don't know. But
This
zinc.
is why we need a porn star, and we need to know what the tricks of the trade are.
Oh, absolutely.
I've heard they jam needles in their dick to keep it going.
Steroids?
Yeah.
Oh,
They do. They. I don't know what it is, but they put something in there and.
Why not use just good old Viagra?
I told you my buddy used to get like a Brillo pad and
Yeah.
break the skin and put some blow on it.
Oh my
What?
God! Who are these people?
You hang out with.
that's like straight meth head behavior.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I mean, this dude was out of control, so
Obviously.
I mean, yeah.
The skin on the head of your dick is so like.
Not the head,
No, I know, but it's so thin though.
Yeah.
You could just put it on there and good to go.
I guess maybe.
It would soak through.
Just shove it
Coke
in.
dick.
Just shove it up your ass.
We need a Brillo pad. I mean, you just open yourself up to AIDS right there.
Or MRSA, some fucking gnarly infection.
He said you would throw the condom on. You're not like...
Fuck this dude. I don't like this guy.
I don't even like it when I fucking chafe myself jerking off. It hurts.
Yeah, right?
For like days it
Sure.
hurts.
Yeah.
No, this dude is one of those guys that you would party with because the craziest shit would happen.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're like, yo, this dude's out of control. Like he went to jail for beating up a cab driver.
Oh my God.
It's probably like the equivalent of hanging out with the Jackass guys when they were at the height of their career. Like you never know what would happen
with no money and no prestige.
Yeah.
there were no benefits. All the entertainment though.
Could you guys have done that? I couldn't have done that.
What?
Hung out with
Brillo
those-
pad to my dick?
Well, no, not that either. But hung out with those Jackass dudes
Yeah.
at the time.
I
I would
could.
have broke my fucking neck.
Yeah. I couldn't hang.
I'd be so annoyed
It
all
would
the
be
time.
the pranks, nonstop pranks.
Nonstop.
The question is, are they doing that when they're not filming, or is it?
Gotta be.
I think so.
I think that was just them. Like that's just the way they were.
Don't they? I mean, stuff like the hand. You remember the hand that came around the corner?
That was
like
hilarious.
I wouldn't get mad at that.
Until you're carrying some hot coffee with you.
Yeah, when they were shitting on each other.
Second degree
like,
burn.
that's a little crazy. right?
Shaving the head, and she's like, "Come on, man, Well, you can't like fix this."
yeah.
Where are they now? That really tells
My
the tale.
barber's good, not that good.
Yeah, right.
I mean, where are they now? You saw the
Yeah, I
Bam
know.
Margera
That's why I
thing.
said that.
I didn't realize they were so young when they first started. Like Bam was like 18, 19 years old or
He
some
was
shit.
younger than them.
Yeah, he was younger than everybody.
They
I
were
mean,
babies.
Johnny Knoxville was like the daddy of the group.
Yeah. Did you just say daddy?
Yeah, he was like the only real adult that was, because he was a journalist, right? A skateboard journalist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he started. They would send their videos to him when they were doing this. What is it? The CKY2K or whatever that was. And then he was like, oh, these guys are pretty good. So he started doing the shit with them. But yeah, he was covering like X Games and shit like that.
He's funny as fuck. He's actually a decent actor. too.
Yeah. Oh, The Ringer is a fucking amazing movie.
Yeah, it's good shit.
What are you looking at, buddy?
I guess we should fire up the show.
Ziggy apparently is getting bored.
Yeah, he's like, come on, talk about something interesting.
He's like,
All
bring the breakfast sandwich back.
Yeah, he wants your ciabatta. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Tasteless Gentlemen. Dom,
Hi,
looking fly as always.
I'm a no limit soldier. I thought I told you.
I almost couldn't see you over there.
I know, right? Camouflage.
Blend in.
Military Maine.
Alex,
Yep. Staying out of this cold weather.
Yeah, fucking. As we have fucking viewers in like Michigan,
I know,
it's
right?
negative 30.
It's fucking
It's cold here. It's cold when you have to put a jacket on in San Diego. People complain.
Yeah, for those who aren't in San Diego, it's been colder in the last 2 days, and it's been in the last 2 years.
For sure.
Yeah,
It's San Diego cold.
yeah.
San Diego.
Well, I mean, it snowed in Julian, which is in this, an area of San Diego
Yeah.
County.
And that's not that far away.
Nah,
It's not that much altitude either.
no, it's like 3,000 feet.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Scoop,
What's up?
what up?
And Ziggs.
Ziggy,
He's just staring at...
Say,
Dude, he's
"Fuck
slobbering
you."
on the fucking window.
he's over it, dude.
So this show, like all shows, brought to you by William Painter Sunglasses.
Hey.
Some of the best sunglasses on the planet, completely made of titanium. You can look at their reviews on Amazon. There's not many companies that have, or products that have all 5-star reviews. This is one of those. Go check them out. I sat on mine the other day. I have, I forget the name of them, but they're not the Hook one.
The
Sat on
Level?
'em. The Level, yeah. Sat on them, bent them, thought they were fucked, and I just bent them back in place. Like, no shit. I think I've had those for a
You put your
year.
sunglasses in your back pocket?
It was just a one-off. It wasn't a normal thing.
I was gonna
it's
say,
just
that's odd.
Throw them in my back pocket, and I sat on. I was like, "Fuck, they're ruined."
That's like some drunk shit I would do.
Yeah, right. And
Yeah.
literally just bent them back. I'm like, "Oh, they're good."
No, there you go.
Is there going to be a promo code in the?
Oh yeah, the promo code is fuck scoop.
Yeah.
It's been that for a while. So
I hope it stays that way forever.
I think Pat wants to keep it that way, and it's $25 off any purchase. And also, if you go to emeuteapparel.com, that's our t-shirts. Emuet means riot in French. I don't know. I made it up.
I was going to say, it's an interesting name.
It's gonna get changed at Tasteless Gentlemen. You can
You can just go to our homepage and go to shop. It's
you can
easier
do
to
that
remember
too.
Yeah, that's easier to remember. Yeah.
You can do that too. But we have all our t-shirts there. New shit's going up all the time.
You can also just forward your paycheck to the Tasteless Gentlemen.
Yeah, if you can just send us.
Yeah, we accept donations.
Yeah.
Any donations you want to provide.
We'll take all the Bitcoin you got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but here's what we want you to do. We want you to go visit your parents, go into their wallet or their purse, and just grab their checkbook or their credit card.
Yep.
And then just send that to us.
Yeah.
Just write us a blank check.
Yeah.
We'll take care of it from there. Promise.
Just send the whole checkbook.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, all of it.
But all that links in the bio, or not bio, but description. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
it's description.
And thanks to the new subscribers.
Yeah.
Always
you guys.
appreciated.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And when we hit 25K, I'm showing my dick. It's happening. It can't be stopped.
We're going to get the two of these guys in a jacuzzi together.
Like the
We
Tupac with all the
With the
gold.
gold chains, yeah. But it's not going to be that. It's just going to be like bottles of Hennessy and cool cigarettes.
It's a hell of an idea for a photo shoot.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I agree.
That photo, it pops up every once in a while. I'm like, dude, what a
Oh,
boss.
speaking of fucking Tupac, have you guys seen the All Eyes on Me movie?
No.
Is that the documentary?
No,
or
like the movie, like the movie version of
I
Tupac's
think I've
life.
seen it, but
Yeah.
it's old though, right?
No, it's new.
Oh, really?
It just
Like
came
what?
out like a year ago or
Yeah,
something
a
like
year
that.
and a half.
Oh.
It is fucking awful. It is so bad.
But they got
It-
that guy who looks like Tupac.
He does look like Tupac, but it is so bad. It's disrespectful to Tupac. Like, I know his estate, took part in it, and it was done with the authority of his mom and whatever, all of that. It is awful. It's a disgrace. I need to rewrite this fucking movie because I feel so bad for Tupac.
Yo, the actor that actually did that, played that part, he was doing club appearances and shit.
Really?
Like, people were getting mad. He's like, yo, man, he's kind of emulating Tupac or whatnot.
Yeah, that's kind of
It's like-
silly.
He's getting paid for club performances and appences as Tupac.
That's
I mean,
hilarious. Have any of you guys seen Black Panther? Speaking of movies,
I have not.
I could. I watched it. Not.
You watched
Well,
it.
just-
Question.
I
well,
watched
just-
it at my house.
you saw it.
Yes, I saw it.
That's all it
I
needed
saw
to be
it.
said.
I didn't really finish it. I don't know. It's not really my kind of movie though, so I don't know. I think we kind of talked about that last show. But
Yeah.
It's not really my kind of movie, so I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
Are you just
Was it a good
Are you
movie,
just
though?
equating like black people movies right now? Is that what you're doing? You're like, oh, Tupac. What else is black right now?
It's that month. It's that month.
Oh, it still is that month.
You guys like hip hop? How about Sugar Hill Gang?
Sugar Hill Gang. That old. Have you guys listened to that original rap?
Yeah. Oh my god.
God damn, it is terrible.
It was just
The
like
original Sugar Hill Gang?
all of it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They pick anything from back then.
it was like bebop. Like, you know what I mean? They wouldn't even say words. It was just like they would just string along like kind of sort of phrases together.
hip hop, don't stop it, rock it to the
It
bang
was
bang
catchy
boogie.
as fuck, though.
Yeah, that's
Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge.
I do like that song. I also like
it's great.
White Lies.
That's my
Yeah.
shit.
That's a classic.
Before I knew what it was, I was listening to that
Yeah,
song.
hell yeah.
And I got older, I was like, damn, that's cocaine.
We talked about this when we were out drinking one night. I remember this, and we were debating like how when songs started becoming obviously about drugs. And I feel like White Lines was like the first one where it became like more and more obvious that what it was about. But to me, like the ultimate song that's like so obviously about drugs is the E40 song "White Girl."
White girl. Yeah, but white lines for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
For sure.
Ride the white horse.
Yeah. Vision's passion. He's like flowing through my veins. White lines.
For sure. But at the start of the White Girl, he's literally like talking about how to cook up crack.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that, it's so like blatantly obvious about what it is. And even then, at that point when E40 like blew up bigger than what he always was, we'd be at parties and that song would come on. And, this is when it was partying over by State. And, all the white girls there would be like, oh my God, I like this song because it's about white girls. And I was like, huh? It ain't about you.
I think the first time I heard it, though, I didn't know. I heard it on the radio. I didn't know that.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Because they had to bleep everything out.
What about Puff the Magic Dragon? Was that shit about... was that about weed?
It's got to be.
I mean, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds was about LSD.
Yeah.
That was like... I mean, even that listening to it now, I'm like, all you really have is the LSD part. Like that's the fact that Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds is LSD.
Spells LSD.
There's nothing else about it would be like, oh, that's about LSD.
They snuck that shit on the radio, though. I bet no one knew. I mean, not people listening knew, but I mean...
It's like once, twice, 3 times a lady. He's talking about a threesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
But they were just sneaking that shit on the radio. I bet the people that... What do they call the production?
Program director?
I bet they didn't even know.
Yeah.
no.
No, they slid that one in under the radar.
For sure.
But there's nothing that would be a tell about it. It's like what was the Lil Jon song, the skeet from the window to the wall. Like they got away with saying skeet for how long?
So long. Skate. And wasn't that on Dave Chappelle too? He's like skate.
I mean, as long as your slang can stay ahead of the censoring, you're good.
Yeah.
Eventually, they catch on.
I mean, I don't think skeet can get. I mean,
No, they won't
Oh
censor
no,
it.
maybe not.
I mean, you can say like bitch on cable TV, can't you, or something like that?
Something like that.
After a certain time, I think it's like after like 10 o'clock or something, you can have profanity on TV.
They need to just get rid of all those. It's so silly. Like if you're watching a show on NBC and they start swearing, you're like, oh, I'm turning.
How about the fact that you can say bitch, but you can't say God damn it?
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah.
That's
What's
weird.
crazy to me is they play Quentin Tarantino movies on regular cable.
Yeah.
And like
It's like,
everything is
what's the
fucking
point?
bleeped. Yeah.
Yeah,
like, there's
I
no
agree.
fucking reason to even watch this right now.
Yeah.
Why do you still have regular cable? I'm offended. I'm offended that you still have cable.
Pay for that shit?
Yeah.
Get a smart TV and live the dream of trapping out the bandwidth.
And then you
That's
got
a valid argument. I can't even say anything against that.
Trapping out the bandwidth.
But then you have to like always consider what you want to watch as opposed to just throwing something on and
I
having it on.
always want to watch what I want to watch.
100% of the time.
I haven't seen a commercial in like 3 years.
What I mean, because I have cable TV, but more for the movie channels than I do for like whatever shit reality show is on regular cable. So I have like all the movie channels in that, and the thing
I do too.
I literally have all the movies. Period.
I do too. I have the less than legal ways to get that shit. I mean, but
No, they're legal. How dare you?
Yeah.
It's all good.
yeah. I'm sure the Hollywood execs are pretty happy about that. The thing that pisses me off about those, questionable ways of watching things is that whenever it's a good movie that I want to watch, that's like a big blockbuster, it's always such shitty quality. Like when
Yes.
No,
it's not.
Yes, it is.
This guy's Dude, I need to put
hater.
you on game.
Yeah,
You're
right?
crazy.
This dude's a hater.
I mean, you use Cody, right?
I turn my back to you.
I spit in your general direction.
Wait, what is that from?
I don't know. I've said it for years, though. I got it from an old bass player in a band that I was in Santa Barbara, and he used to say it all the time.
I know it's from something.
Yeah, it's from something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
I need to see pictures from your band days.
I probably have a couple hanging on the wall. I don't look that different, just less gray hair on my face.
Yeah, it's true. I'm starting. I got grays too, man. They're coming.
Where?
in.
You have nothing in your beard,
On the
dude.
top? No, not the beard. Top
I
of
have
the
a
head.
few of those, but this is fucking all white, dude.
But I mean,
Chicks dig it.
yeah, exactly.
Speaking of shitty reality TV, I was experiencing cable the other day, which I don't get to very often. But I fucking got sucked into watching new episodes of The Jersey Shore, which I didn't even know they made. Yeah.
Really?
It's like a reunion show.
Is the situation trying to make some money again
Same
after he
cast.
lost everything?
I don't know. He was sober. That's all I know.
Same cast.
Same cast. Yeah.
Why would anybody want to watch sober?
I don't know.
I don't even want to watch drunk Jersey Shore, but why would anybody want to watch it sober?
Because it's just like a train wreck. That's all it is.
I'm going home to watch it right after this. What the fuck?
But they're all like, I mean, I think that dude is probably 40, if not older.
Probably
Well, he was
older.
like 35 when the show first started, wasn't he? He was way older than everybody else.
Yeah, I think so.
He was like 15 years old.
Then he's
everybody.
definitely 40 now, 40 plus.
Remember when Snooki got knocked the fuck out?
I thought you were going to say
talking
knock the
shit.
fuck up.
That too. But
That too.
That was one of the greatest things I've ever seen
It
on
was.
television. Was that teacher? He was a elementary school teacher, right?
I can't remember. I just remember her getting socked.
It
Dude,
was,
she
it was in like Italy, right? Or something.
no,
like
no,
that?
it was in. Who the fuck knows? Who knows? But I just remember in the bar, she's sitting on the stool, and that dude, he's like, "What?" And he just turns and fucking Mike Tyson uppercut.
he did.
She went off the stool.
She's like 4. I only know this because they actually measured her at the doctor's office. In one of these episodes, she was like 4'6", 4'8".
That's so gross.
I mean,
Yeah.
she's tiny, dude.
That's like borderline midget.
Yeah, you are. I think you're technically a midget if you're below 5 feet.
I can't fuck with that.
Me neither.
Is it weird?
But
to
we'd
me?
all
I mean,
fuck a midget.
you'd have to try.
yeah.
You have to try it once.
No, I just mean like I don't know. I just can't hang around. It's like you might step on.
You
it.
could rest your balls on her head.
That's not far off, I'm sure.
Probably not. I don't know, that's why I don't like
All right,
being around
stand up. We're
babies.
measuring.
Speaking of showing your dick.
Show me your dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine if walking around at the bars at night, if girls acted the way that dudes do?
I think they do, just on the undercover though.
Like if you were just walking by and they're like, "Oh, show me those balls."
But do good like guys don't. I'm never around guys that are super creepy like that. I don't know.
No, but you see
No.
them at the bars. Yeah.
But the guys like, hey, what's up, bitch? Like, I mean, it's so rare.
Because if anyone you knew did that, you'd be like, what the fuck are you
Yeah.
doing?
I knew one guy
You're an
who was like-
embarrassment.
I knew one guy that was like that, and like immediately I was like, okay, I'm not fucking hanging out.
No,
with this
because
dude
he's a fucking
anymore.
liability. Either you don't get laid because he acts like an idiot, or you get in a fight, you
Yeah.
know, with some other dude because he offended some chick's friend. What are you doing,
He
buddy?
was one of those dudes who, like, if you were talking to a girl, would walk up
yeah,
and then like try to hit on her friend or try to hit on her or just try to like ruin your conversation.
Yeah.
And then they would all walk away and he'd be like, "Oh, well, fuck you, bitch!" Like, dude,
Oh,
get the
what?
fuck
Yeah, no,
away.
he's the guy that like calls the chick a cunt on Facebook because he sent her a message and asked to see her tits and she said no.
Send Bob's.
Yeah.
the worst kind of person.
Yeah.
There's only one guy I've been around that would talk like that, but he was funny as fuck though, so it like made up for it. It was like different.
If you
know?
do it in a humorous capacity, then
yeah.
it's not as creepy.
Like he would yell like, "What that thing smell like?" He's the guy from Georgia,
But he did it to be funny.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was funny, but he was serious. He's dead serious. But the way he said it was so fucking funny. I don't know. Girls would laugh like it's shocking. What that thing smell like, girl?
No, for real.
No, for real.
So I didn't talk about it on the show, but my ex and I split up a while ago, and I just didn't want to talk about
Are
it.
you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You sure?
I think I'll recover. I told you I don't really take break. Like 5 years ago, I would have lost 25 pounds, and I would be just chain smoking and
what?
eating pills.
just 15 pounds this time.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think you just get to an age, or I would hope that most people get to an age where you just realize that the end of a relationship isn't the end of the world. Like when you're
sure.
younger, that's really how it feels.
Yep.
I'm never gonna meet anyone. No one's gonna love me the way no one's gonna fuck me the way she did either.
At this point, it just opens the door to new pussy. That's like
Right.
the first thing you feel like, oh, I can now go do this.
I mean,
It's
think-
like
think
one
of-
pussy closes and
Yeah.
another one opens.
remember when you're like 15, around that age, how hard, like just even, or I remember
Yeah.
middle school. I don't think I kissed the girl. It was like 6th grade.
Yeah, right.
And I just like, damn, we're not together anymore. Like,
Yeah, or if you could like the girl and she didn't like you back, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
my heart.
it's ridiculous.
I could walk in and my girlfriend right now sucking a dick. I'm like, damn, all right. It's like that. All right.
Yeah.
I still got time.
Yeah.
We can go to the bar.
Well, don't let me stop you.
No. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
No. By all means,
Yeah.
continue. I'm gonna go.
Treat yourself. I'll be at the bar. Don't call me.
So anyway, we were still interacting. We fornicated once, which was outstanding. That I mentioned on the last show. But I'm kind of painting this picture to sort of illustrate how unbelievably different men and women are in their approaches to pretty much everything, but especially relationships.
Oh boy.
So in our recent interactions, I received a text the other day, and it was a photo, like a screenshot of some rather large female's real estate headshot.
Yeah.
And she sent it to me to mock her, if you will.
So you're talking about
aha, that's ridiculous. That chick's so huge.
big old fat girl.
Yeah.
BBW.
Big old god titties.
I didn't partake because I felt like a dick. Like, I'm already a big enough asshole in real life. I'm not going to poke fun of someone because they look different.
Yeah, for sure.
Or they took a bad photo.
But I will, that fat bitch.
Yeah. But if it's like a glaringly, oh my gosh, I can't believe that photo is something someone's using as a headshot, then I would have said, okay.
If she looks exactly like Peter Griffin or something like that.
Exactly. The bottom line is, I just didn't partake of the mocking. And instead of, how do I put this? Instead of her just shrugging it off and have it really just be nothing, it was taken to a level of, you don't understand me and you don't appreciate my sense of humor and you never have.
Oh my God. Just so dramatic.
This was after 2 days, because we were pretty much interacting at least semi-regularly on a daily basis. That stopped. After the last exchange involving this particular incident, that stopped. So I knew something was up, and I knew that most likely it was something that was totally innocuous and was bullshit.
And she's just sitting there festering.
But that's what it came down to.
Jesus Christ.
There's no winning. Because it's not
I've realized that.
It's not about the fight, it's about the fight. It's not about what they're upset about. It's about wanting to be upset. It's about creating that clash or whatever.
I think what she was pissed off about was the fact that because I didn't engage in this, it made her feel like a dick. It made her feel like an asshole. So then she took that anger and decided to project it on me.
Or she just took it as you blowing her off, which might have been.
Either way, but that's the whole thing, like I said when I started this, is just to illustrate how dramatically different men and women are. Like, no big deal. Literally, that is so insignificant in the grand scheme of things, but it has to go to this level.
It's funny that we all could name a time where something went nuclear out of nowhere.
Out of fucking nowhere.
That's it. Yeah.
Over Persian cucumbers.
Prior to that, like the 2 days before that, we went out to dinner. We were fucking chit-chatting, hanging out. Fucking everything was hunky-dory. And then, boom.
Nuclear.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's never about the thing. It's about.
There's always something else.
Something else.
Yeah, of course.
It's so, but it's not even about. They just have to have this reason to create drama. Like there has to be, because to them the clash means that you care.
Does it?
Like if you fight back, it means that you're trying to fight for something. I guess. If you just fucking roll over and you're like, I'm done with this, then it's over for them. They know that there's nothing there.
See, I find that most females try harder when you just roll over and say, fuck it.
That's how they keep on going and they keep on creating this drama, and that's when they get even crazier.
I always leave because I'm not about the drama. I'm just like, I'll give you space. I'm out of here.
Yeah. I did the same thing.
That's the best approach.
I've seen you do it. You're like, oh, this is happening? Well, we're leaving.
Wait, you actually witnessed this in action?
So, I don't know if you want to talk about that. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember like we were out and he's just like, I'm sorry, man. Like food was on its way and he's all, I'm sorry, man. We're leaving.
Wait, what happened? Dom, can we talk about it, please? I need to know what happened.
Yeah, she just pissed me the fuck off.
Was this a girlfriend?
Point.
Yeah.
To like that point where I'm just like.
And it was you, Scoop, and your chick?
Yeah.
And my chick too. Yeah.
Okay, so it was a double date.
I think there was another girl.
Wait, did your girl stay and then
Yeah.
and you left?
No, it was my roommate, my girlfriend, me, Dom and his.
So
chick.
just you and Dom left.
No. Him and him and his
Oh, okay.
But she wanted to leave. She was kind of making a scene. She wanted to leave, and then he was like, "All right." He just kind of let her go, and he's like, "We're leaving." Like,
Was it
and food
embarrassing?
Was coming. I mean, it wasn't embarrassing for me.
Oh, you're probably thoroughly enjoying it.
I was enjoying it, but she wasn't making a scene as in like a scene to the restaurant.
She wasn't throwing food.
No,
and, like,
it wasn't
screaming.
that crazy. But like, it was just I could see there was obvious tension at the table.
Yeah, I was embarrassed just because like I don't like being pissed off. You know what I mean? Like once it takes a lot to piss me off, but once I'm there,
Yeah,
it's like,
he's the same way.
I don't want to be around nobody.
I need more of that zen in my life. That's what I need.
I remember a girl I was dating. It was shortly after my birthday, and we were hanging out, and we had a mutual friend who managed a bar, and wanted us to stop by for a few drinks. And so I was like, hey, blah 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 wants us to stop by. Do you want to go have a drink with her? And she's like, yeah, sure.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you said sure. Okay, cool. You want to see a mutual friend. That makes sense. We both want to go have 1 or 2 drinks with a friend. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
how wrong you were.
Yeah. Go there. She's silent the entire time. Doesn't say a fucking word. And it's not like it's my friend that she doesn't know. It's somebody that she knows very well.
Which should be no problem.
Yeah, exactly.
None at
so
all.
it's not like her and I are having a conversation, and then the girl I'm dating is kind of like off to the side, not joining in because it's inside jokes and stuff like that. It's like no. This is somebody that we both know and met around the same time, and so I'm like, all right, let's just go. Like after like 1 drink, I was like, this obviously isn't good right now. What's going on? So we go back to my place. I park out front. I'm about to walk inside. She goes, I'm just gonna go home. And I was like, huh? What like happened? Explain to me what the fuck happened. She goes, well, I was out drinking last night and I'm hungover, and the last thing I want to do is go. I just wanted to hang out with you at your place and blah. I'm like, whoa,
Fuck off.
why the fuck did you not just tell me? Could have saved all this fucking effort, all these problems. I didn't want to fucking go. I thought it would be fun that we wanted to maybe go have a drink and say hi to somebody. But it's not like it was necessary.
Yeah. Bitch, be gone.
Yeah. I would have gladly laid in bed and just been in your vagina. I didn't need to do all this other shit. But like
that tab was, bitch.
Yeah, right.
So annoying. I don't know why it's always like, can you name a time that something's gone nuclear between friends? Like I can't even name a time.
Never.
It never happens.
Do you know why? Because men are normal. No, it's seriously, I know that's fucking humorous and it's funny to look at it that way, but we've talked about it. We're logical. We approach situations logically and rationally.
Yeah.
Granted, that doesn't mean we can't react emotionally, but we don't look at every scenario from an emotional standpoint.
Oh, yeah. And then and if it's serious, we just bury it deep down for a very long time.
And then we become alcoholics.
Yeah, and then we end up killing ourselves.
Which is why the suicide rate is higher with men.
Exactly. Just bury that deep down.
I can only name one time that it happened. It was a guy who was on deployment. We hung out we were roommates before on deployment, and then we hung out every day on deployment.
Sees too much. That's
Yeah,
why.
and all day, every day. And one day I was like, fuck you. I just couldn't take it anymore. And he's like my best friend at the time. I'm like, I just can't take it anymore.
Is this the one that got like all religious eventually?
Yeah, later. Yeah. But it was just funny. It's just like, but that's the only time I can name. Other than that, I don't even get in arguments with friends, really. I don't know.
Me neither.
No. Because what do you have to argue about after like the stupid drama that in high school you would argue with friends because it's high school drama and stupid shit happens.
And you're retarded because your
Yeah.
fucking
and
brain
you
doesn't
don't
even work.
know
Yeah.
anything. Your brain's
Yeah.
still fucking developing.
and there's like 10 girls and you're all going after the same ones. So, like, you know what I mean? Like you don't know, you can't like venture off into your own little circles
Yeah.
and have different friends and that
Like
kind of shit.
dumb dogs just following
Yeah.
around the one girl.
Yeah.
High school was such a fucking cluster. I hated it so fucking much for the main reason that like what I found like my perception of self-worth in high school was so much lower than when I got out of high school.
For sure.
And it's not like I hung out with all the popular people. Like my 4 best friends were like probably some of the most popular people in school. And I was sort of like the class clown. You know what I mean? I was like the dude who was like always making people laugh and that kind of shit. And so it got to this point where regardless of how unattractive the girls were that we were hanging out with. So, you know, there's the attractive ones, there's unattractive ones, you're at parties and all that. They all thought they had a chance with the dudes that I was hanging out with.
Yeah.
So it was like, I felt like, I was like, man, like, I know this chick's ugly. Why doesn't she want to fuck? You know, like this doesn't make any sense. Like why am I? But everybody's always going for like 5 steps above them in high school.
You just don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, and also at that point, at that age, your self-worth is so dependent upon the attention you get from the opposite sex.
Yeah.
For sure.
And other people just in general.
Like, I'm not popular and I can't get laid. I'm a fucking loser.
I remember my boy got a drop top Sebring red with
That's the shit.
Yeah, but it was red. You know, now you look at Sebring like, what a piece of shit car.
Was he your grandpa?
But it was brand new. You know, the drop top Sebring. And I grew up in San Francisco. No one has cars there because you don't need it.
People don't even
ever.
get their licenses sometimes.
Yeah. I didn't get my license until I was 18. Yeah. And anyway, he had the Sebring, dude, pussy coming out of the fucking woodwork, fucking woodwork.
Dude, what I found out through that when I got to like 17, 18 years old is that as soon as I started venturing out from my high school and the neighboring high school, so everybody knew each other in the 2 high schools in my town. Yeah. But when I started venturing out and like meeting people from other places, good-looking women were like into me.
Yeah, because they don't know your history.
Yeah, because they're not trying to fuck any of my friends. Like, that's all it is. Like all of a sudden, I was like, oh, like this is how you do it.
That's how you got to reinvent yourself every 2 years.
Yeah.
You got to start something new.
For sure.
New pussy falls out. Because you're a new person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can make up a whole backstory. Yeah, I was in the Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
I drive race cars.
Yeah.
Race cars.
Yeah, I was a roadie.
By the way, never do that. That's bad advice.
Well, it's like getting on Tinder in a new town. All of a sudden,
Exactly. You're
you're
brand new.
big swinging dick in the town.
What up, though? I love going to small towns and firing up that Tinder.
Yeah. We talked about that philosophy.
Especially when you got like really cool pictures of doing like dope shit. Like,
Yeah,
damn, this guy's
that people
fun.
in small towns
Yeah.
can't do ever. Yeah.
And then every girl there sees you as an opportunity to get out, make it all the way to the big city.
That is so fucking. If you think about that, when you're from a small town and you're like a very small town in the middle of nowhere, and the jobs suck, you got no hope, and you're only like there's a real possibility that you're working at the diner. Dude comes in, he's like driving through, and he sweeps you off your feet and saves you from the shithole.
So you no longer have to work at the Piggly Wiggly.
Or Waffle House.
Yeah, Waffle House.
Dude, it's no different than like women from other countries hoping that they could be a mail order fucking bride.
That's how it was in Japan.
Sad,
Them
dude.
Japanese chicks was freaking on it. They're trying to get off that island.
Dude, like Okinawa or something like that. Trying to get the fuck
trying
out
to
of
get to
there.
that Walmart.
To be a greeter.
Yeah, that's
I heard stories that with Japan though, you can definitely slay out there.
Yeah, same with Australia. But I heard that if you actually bring an Australian chick over here,
Yeah,
and because they don't get a lot of attention out there,
yeah.
I heard like they just become complete whores. 'Cause they're like,
good.
Because
You know
they're
what I
getting
mean?
the attention they didn't have in Australia.
yeah, they're just
What
fucking
is the
sucking dicks
deal?
left and right.
I mean, we have a lot of listeners from Australia. Maybe you guys can answer in the comments.
Oh, we'll
but
definitely get comments on this one.
yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of incredibly attractive women.
Yeah.
Banging. I
Banging,
swear to God,
yeah.
the
When I
most banging
immediately-
chicks.
I'm trying to go to Australia so
Yeah,
bad.
right?
As
Me
soon as I
too.
think Australia, I immediately think of the Great Barrier Reef and hot women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even just think about all like the
Kangaroos.
female actresses we poach from Australia.
Yeah,
The accent alone makes them 10 times hotter.
I fuck
Yeah.
with Australian chicks so heavy.
Yeah.
Me too. I have never have, but I know I would.
Yeah. Like we want to do shows in Australia is what we're saying.
we actually get a lot of messages. People message the IG quite a bit, and a lot of messages from girls from Australia. Like, when you guys coming out here? And they're always bad as fuck.
we're in the wrong place. Like here, the women in America who follow us do not look like the women in Australia.
And
who
they don't
follow us.
appreciate our crassness as
Yeah.
much as fucking Aussies do.
Which is weird because the reason what I've heard is that they don't like Australian guys because of how vulgar they are.
That's ironic.
But they're also like far worse than us apparently.
I do want to incorporate cunt into my
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and,
such
and
a-
bloke.
Dom, you need to start incorporating
Is
bloke.
bloke Australian or is that British?
I don't. Who the fuck? It's all the same.
Yeah, lad, bloke.
South Africa, the UK.
Cunt is very Australian.
It's all the same
oriented.
to me. I can't tell.
I do like cunt. Cunt is such a fucking great word.
It's such a harsh word. It's
It is.
phenomenal.
It's so good.
I wish we could use it like they use it there, though. More
Just do it. Just start.
Like, oh, he's a good cunt.
Yeah.
I was literally just going to use that exact sentence as an example.
Yeah.
He's a good cunt.
What's the saying? It's Australia where your mates are cunts and cunts are your mates.
Exactly.
I like it.
So yeah, we love Australia.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go this year, but I heard our fall is their summer and vice versa.
Yeah, it's
no?
switched.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the toilet. Everything's backwards, you know.
Yep. So yeah, go there now. Our winter.
I mean,
Their summer.
I think it's gonna be 2K.
Yeah, who's got fucking $2,500?
Right. Man, that flight's got to be fucking brutal.
Yeah, when I
What is
flew
like
to
16
Thailand,
hours?
It was
It's
18
one of
hours.
the
It was
longest,
fucking rough, dude. It was rough.
Especially when you're riding coach. You gotta go first class.
right, coach.
Oh, my bad.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. Man, especially you riding coach. Fuck.
No, they usually they hook it up actually. Like,
But the international flights are usually more open, right?
well,
Fuck
one
no,
of
there's
them we
like-
had the 747s. That's the mat. You know.
Wait, what do you mean they hook it up? Because they see how big you are?
Yeah. Because there are planes I can't even sit. I'm sure you have this like literally cannot sit
Fuck
down.
that shit. That's racist. So they look at me and go, "Oh, you get a normal seat."
You can fit,
Dude,
you your little toddler seat. You can fit in there.
Excuse me. Do you guys have a booster seat?
Everything is first class for you on a plane, Bradley.
That's true.
You can lay down.
I got plenty of leg room, no matter what.
You're like, oh, you got me in business class? They're like, no, this is coach.
He's got his legs up on the table. Plenty of room.
You can stretch them out completely.
I'm like kicking them, like swinging them underneath the seat.
Wee! They're like,
Oh
sir,
my
settle
God.
down. Looking like a little hobbit.
Can you imagine being on a flight like that, 16 hours, 18 hours with a fucking kid next to you?
That sucks.
That does suck.
Who would bring a fucking kid on a 16-hour flight? I mean, obviously
People?
you have to, but
It's like asking who would bring a kid to a movie all the time. People.
There's got to be some drugs you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you give him like some
Some NyQuil.
yeah,
Take a
some
little
NyQuil or
forever
something?
nap. Don't have to deal with this shit.
Oh my God. I was watching before I left to come over here, I was watching the Casey Anthony story.
yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies.
And it was so funny because I actually recently I popped on the interview that we did with Woods and Cantori
Yeah.
because I sent a link over to some people and so I was just listening to it. We were talking about that meme that went viral of the single mom.
Oh yeah, that was what kind of started it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was watching this documentary and it was describing exactly what that meme was. It was like single mom who leaves daughter at home with grandma all the time and goes out and parties nonstop, like fucks other dudes, and then ends up killing the daughter. Like
She got off though, didn't she?
yeah, she got off.
Yeah.
How the fuck?
It was so weird the way it went down. There was like so many questions more than answers. I mean, it's obvious that either I don't know that she had necessarily killed the daughter, but the daughter might have died of neglect.
Right.
I think.
And then she put the daughter in the trunk.
In the trunk,
but they
yeah.
couldn't prove that she did it. Or...
Yeah, because she like left the car, and then they said it was like, did she say it was stolen or something? It was so fucking. And like the parents went and picked the car up, and they were like, there was a trash bag, and they're like, oh, it smells. Oh, it's just trash, and they drove it back to their house. And
Gross.
I mean, she pulled a great bamboozle. She's a little mastermind.
yeah,
Put
The
some thought
ultimate
into
and
that.
she was dating a club promoter. I mean, how fucking perfect.
You can't date club promoters.
Like the fucking sleazy club promoter, like the fucking horrible single mom.
Yeah.
Like how fucking cliche can you get?
They're-
Doing
they're not all
drugs, getting
bad.
drunk.
We have friends. They're not
Club
all
promoters?
bad, but
We have friends. Yeah.
Yeah,
but they're not all bad. But there is like a cliche club
Yeah.
promoter.
Yeah. There's a lot of stereotypes.
His name's probably Arvin or something like
some Persian who's like still in daddy's fucking BMW
Well, yeah.
or Mercedes.
He's buying bottles and he's like he's acting like he's doing so well with the
Yeah.
club promoting, but really he just got money. Stop it.
Yeah, right. Because club promoters, unless you're the people who own the fucking promotion company, you're not making any
Yeah.
fucking money.
You
Any
can make money, but it's so hard. You
Yeah.
gotta be so good at it.
Dude, that meme offended a lot of fucking people.
It blew up. That
Yeah.
We were raising awareness. If that had been posted earlier, that Casey Anthony's daughter may still be alive.
Yeah. Because the Tasteless Gentlemen, we save lives.
Yeah.
You do.
That was the same time that change.org went up and got a bunch of signatures had trying to get us taken down.
Oh.
When you think about like offensive things, that's like so not offensive.
No, because it's all real. Everything on it was like
But
10
that's
things.
why it's offensive, because the people who got mad, the single moms, realized that it was applying to them.
Yeah.
To
Live,
those,
laugh,
to
love.
specifically those single moms.
Yeah, exactly.
And you see them all the time. How many people do we know who like 2 years ago were single, like no boyfriend, no nothing, and all of a sudden are pregnant with a kid and no boyfriend, no husband or anything.
We've talked about it. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Every girl that I fuck with.
Yep. I've been seeing that on IG. I'll be like, all right, I see you and your baby, but where's your nigga?
Not only that, I've fucked you 15 times. Where the fuck is your kid? Where is your kid? You tell me, is your kid alive?
Dude, I see so much more of that in this day and age. Like, single 2 years ago, single a year and change ago, and all of a sudden you check up on them on Facebook or Instagram, and it's like, boom, fucking pregnant, or I have a kid. It's just nuts.
And I think I could have been that dude.
Yeah,
Easily.
You probably were.
Yeah.
I'm always concerned I'm gonna knock some chick up, and I'm not concerned. I hope it's like this, but I'm gonna knock some chick up, and she's just not gonna want to tell me.
You just get rid of it?
Yeah, until she's like 15, and then you got to pay 15 years of back child support.
Hell no.
What? You don't make the rules, motherfucker.
Hey, it's one thing if they don't tell you, how can you pay back child
Oh,
support?
they'll find a way.
That is a real thing.
You have this many rights as a fucking dude when it comes to that
Whatever.
shit.
I'm going broke at that point.
Dude.
Catch me in Thailand for 10 years.
He had a big old smile on his face. He thought he got one over.
I found a loophole.
Dude, I got a friend that just paid 11 grand in back child support.
For how long?
She was like, the kid was like 8.
So 8 years?
Yeah.
But did he know about the kid?
I don't.
Yeah, he did.
I
But
really
it
don't
doesn't
know.
even matter.
It
though.
literally doesn't matter if you know about it or not. It doesn't matter. If it's your kid and the DNA tests prove it, then you're going to fucking pay.
Straight up, though, I mean, I'm not paying that money, and I could pay $5K and get a hitman, knock that chick off. My kid now, and I don't have, and I just saved
and you get the insurance.
Not to mention
tax break.
tax write-off. Yes.
Double win.
That's a win on every level.
You don't got to deal with all
Wow.
the
That's
custody.
fucking genius.
2 years from now, when this goes on trial, they're gonna pull up the
For sure, yeah, for sure.
Wait,
According
did-
to this podcast on YouTube on February 22nd, you said
It was a goof. It's just a joke. It's just humor. It's just,
joke.
none of it's real. I always wear condoms.
Wait, according to every other show you ever did, you said you never wear condoms.
That would be terrible though to have to pay that kind of money. I
Fuck,
could
yeah.
not imagine.
Fuck that.
Just out of nowhere,
This
too.
greedy ass kid.
But it's not fair though. Like out of nowhere.
Yeah, you can't just spring that on me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure that you can work out some sort of installment plan, but you're still going to pay.
Have you seen that billboard where the guy owes $2 million in child support and they put it up in L.A.?
How can you owe $2 million
Yeah.
in child support?
Well, if you make a shit ton of
Yeah,
money,
if you make a lot of money. Yeah.
because they do it off a percentage of your pay.
Yep.
Alex is trying to figure out how to not show any money, any income whatsoever.
There's a Jewish lawyer that can get you off on that
yeah.
for sure.
No, there is not. That's
there
the
is.
problem. All this stuff is no. There's no. You get no right.
No, I'm talking about how you make sure your money disappears.
You sell drugs or become a barber.
Yeah, exactly.
Or a barber. Or both. You can sell drugs and be a barber.
Dom's
You
driving
be-
around in his matte camo Bentley. He's like, I got no money.
How many times have you been at a barber shop where people are like getting sacks of weed off the fucking barber? Fairly often.
I go to the nice bar.
Do you? Oh.
I go to his house, so yeah, he sells weed.
Dom's like, yeah.
But that's
yeah.
like the most useful person, right? Like that's your therapist. That's the dude who gives you the lineup. That's the dude who gets you your drugs. I mean, what
Guy
more
who
do you
busts
need?
your fucking balls.
Yeah, right.
God damn, those barbers are ruthless. All they do all day is talk shit.
Talk shit, yeah.
So their nails are sharpened.
Yeah.
And they're hearing other people's material all day too, so they can just throw it back at you. Just
And then you need him, so you're at their mercy.
Yeah, exactly. And then they take a phone call. Like, bro, finish the lineup. I got shit to do.
He's like, hold on, man, I got work to do.
Dude, there's a time I go downtown, but they'll be having a conversation. They'll both stop and just start joking with each other. I'm like, this shit is $45. You better hurry the fuck up.
You pay $45 for a haircut?
I don't go there every time. I go to this
I just have
Vietnamese
a
dude around the corner.
chick
but-
friend cut my hair.
Yeah, but you're white.
Yeah, you ain't get like lineup. You ain't getting the razor lineup.
That's
You're
true.
getting the beard trim.
You just
the
can't go
taper
anywhere.
fade.
Are you still going to the same who I'm thinking of?
Occasionally, yeah. But I have a couple friends who do hair. And they pay them $25.
Everybody, we go to you go to a barbershop. I used to love like when my hair was short. You go for the guy talk. You know, it's kind of like an experience. You go sit down, you wait, everybody shoots the shit.
They
get your
hand you
haircut.
beers?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and your beers.
beers.
Some of the fancy ones, they got whiskey now, apparently. Bradley's all about like the girl talk salons, right?
Is that a fact?
No. I I don't give a
Isn't
shit.
the one you go to in OB is like a
Yeah, but I don't go for quote unquote girl.
Well, no, but that's what it is. It's like the opposite of what goes on at the barber. Yeah,
And every one of them has a bunch of hot chicks working there too.
And
Ain't mad at that.
Have you ever got hooked up from that?
What?
Have you ever gotten hooked up, like,
Little handy in the back.
No.
under the fucking thing?
Yeah, no, I met and then subsequently made out with one of the girls who works at a salon.
Ew.
The one that...
And then there's the other chick who cuts my hair. Her and I used to fuck for a while too.
I think hairdressers are right up there with the craziest chicks on the planet.
For sure, yeah, absolutely.
Gotta be.
I mean, I've never dated one long term, so I don't know.
There was a hairdresser I used to fuck with, and we would basically only hang out to do cocaine and fuck. And she had this drug dealer buddy like down by the beach. We'd go over there, and I'd always be uncomfortable.
Shady ass. Was it like patio furniture in the living room?
No, it was a nice house, but the problem was the people that were in there were just creepy as fuck, and like I could tell someone was on heroin. I was like,
people who hang out with fucking coke dealers.
I don't like it.
It's just, it really is uncomfortable. It's creepy.
I'll tell you, when I lived with them, it was so fucking the worst
So
people.
seedy.
The worst people were around all the time.
Yeah.
All the fucking time. Shadiest fucking people you could imagine. Like dudes like strolling up like in hoodies and burner gloves, like looking like they're about to rob you.
We used to call those cutters. Back where I'm from, we call those cutters. Oh, you got the cutters on. Watch out.
Yeah.
He might cut you.
He might cut you.
This one dude showed up after we found out later. So like a month before, our friends that lived down the street had, during the day when they're all at class, had their laptops and everything stolen from them.
R.I.P.
Yeah. And then like a day later, my friend's girlfriend was at the house while they were all at school. And then again, this dude like tries to walk in the house, and then she sees him. She's like walking to the kitchen at the time, and he walks in looking sketchy as fuck. And she's like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And he's like, "Oh, we're just coming to hang out. Where's everybody at?"
Shady.
Yeah, and she's like, they're in class. Like, what do you mean? Like, he's like, I'll just hit him up and
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Dude, people that
Come
rob,
hang out. Where's everybody?
yeah, you know the deal.
Exactly.
If you rob from me, I'm telling you right now, if I catch somebody in my house, I'm beating them to death. That's happening.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as they have a weapon and it's totally legal. And like,
just walk in. Take one more step.
yeah. I mean, you can't actually beat somebody to death if they're just in your house and they don't have a weapon. But yeah, you're getting hurt though.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm breaking an arm. I'm doing something.
So like
jumping on that leg and.
So like a little like probably about, I don't know, like a month later or something like that. I can't remember the exact timeline, but that he shows up at our house, and me and two of my roommates are out, and there's two other roommates that are still at the house.
This is the same weird dude?
Yeah, same creepy guy. So yeah, my roommate, the crazy one, grew up in East Oakland. So he's sort of streetwise to this kind of behavior. And the dude who was breaking into people's houses and stealing shit was from East Oakland as well. So it was like this, they always clashed with each other. Like who was more ghetto? Like which one was really from the block? Which one was really from East Oakland? That was kind of their constant battle.
But when you're from the same region, you can spot behavior. It's like when you go somewhere new and you can't tell who's dangerous. You don't really know like what they dress like. You don't know how they talk.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all your time in like an urban environment, and then you go to the beach community. You don't realize there's like shady, like like surfer dudes who are like just as shady as dudes in East Oakland,
connected to like Hell's Angels. And
yeah,
shit.
exactly.
You have no idea.
Yeah, they're selling meth.
Yeah, for sure.
So he's hanging out at the house with our other roommate, and he said that the dude walked into the house and had like a hoodie on and gloves and had his hand in like under his belt, like under his hoodie essentially.
Yeah.
And he was asking where our roommate was, the other one, the one that was had all like the cash and the drugs and shit like that.
What the fuck?
And he was like, "Oh man," he's like, we're fresh out, like I can't sell you anything.
Yeah.
We don't have anything. And the dude just kind of like, he's like, "Wait, so you guys don't have anything?" And he's like, "No, man, we're done. We don't even, we're not even doing that anymore."
Yeah.
And he said the dude like kind of like just like backed out, and then he went to the driveway to like watch him leave, and there was like two other dudes like waiting there. You know what I mean? Like ready to like run up in the fucking spot. So it was like a string of events where like this dude must have been strapped for fucking cash or something, and he was just going on like a robbing spree, trying to get everybody he knew who had any kind of
Or you just
goods.
saw an easy target.
That too,
Your
yeah.
goofy ass is sitting in there watching fucking Donkey Kong.
Looking like a walking lick.
Hey,
Chicken wings and pizza and ice cream.
It was no joke. We had a lot of weapons in that house. Like it wouldn't have been good for him to fucking run up in there. He might have lost.
What,
the fucking
swords?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Who's shooting? Are you gonna shoot?
No,
Nunchucks.
Are you a hitter? What's
No
going
joke.
on here?
no joke. There was like 3 machetes in the fucking bedroom where all the shit was kept.
But
like,
machetes don't stop bullets,
It's
son.
not a gun.
Yeah, they can if you do it fast enough.
Yeah, you chop the dude's arm off when he pulls the gun out.
You do a front roll.
I'm just picturing this and it's hilarious in my head.
That would be some funny shit.
But yeah, no, I mean like it would like typically, yeah, if it was like your typical college nerdy dudes, but like the people who I lived with were from some pretty tough parts of the Bay Area, and they were I wouldn't push them, is what I'm saying.
I
Like,
still would
yeah.
prefer not to fuck with someone that might have a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Especially standing like that. You
Yeah.
just like, why are you standing like that?
Yeah.
Maybe he had a boner.
He was just, oh man, the coke. I just need it.
Yeah, like you guys read that whole thing wrong. Like,
Yeah.
they're like sucking each other's dicks in the fucking driveway.
We're here for the gangbang.
They're the one putting pressure on him because he was like, I can get you some blow if you suck my dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Read the whole thing wrong.
Totally misread that
3
entire
gay
action.
dudes trying to get off. You thought you were gonna get robbed.
They were just trying to get you in a foursome.
They're like, we just really want to party, man. You guys don't have anything.
Yeah, right? You got nothing, really? Man, but it really does bring around the worst fucking people.
The worst,
The
the worst.
absolute worst.
Cocaine and meth, yeah.
Could you imagine that right now if your roommate sold blow or something like that? You know, if you had a roommate and you selling
Yeah.
blow. You imagine how annoying that fucking be
Oh my
as an
God.
adult and some weirdo in your apartment. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Every
Yeah.
single day, people showing up at like 3, 4 in the morning,
Yeah.
just trying to fucking get a bump.
Oh, by the way, my roommate's buddy. You know, we always have some funny shit going on at the house. They went out for a friend's birthday. They get all wasted. They come back. I slept through the whole thing, so they're not like loud or anything.
Yeah.
Get up in the morning. I had to run some errands. I look over. There's a dude on the couch, and he pissed the couch.
Oh, I saw that you posted on Instagram about
Yeah,
that.
he said one of these guys peed on my couch.
Really?
Man.
And so then I'm outside when he's leaving. I saw it, but I'm not gonna wake him up. Like, hey, you peed on the couch. I'm like,
Was
I'm
he
not doing it.
laying like on his back or on his stomach?
He was laying on his stomach, yeah, like kind of on the side, but
And
on
you
his,
could just
or not
see
on
it
his stomach. Sorry, on his back, but on the side.
I feel like that's like when people shame their dogs for doing shit, like taking a shit in the house.
Yeah,
or,
you put
know.
a sign on him and post it.
Like that's what, like if one of your friends pisses the bed or pisses the couch, I feel like you have to shame them.
It's warranted, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it happens. Whatever, no big deal.
Knock on wood. Now it's gonna happen to me.
Right. So I'm outside when he's leaving, and he's like, "Man, I was just sweating super hard last night." And I'm looking at him like sweaty. He's like, "I must have been dancing in my sleep." He kept going on with it, and I'm looking at him, no, I didn't say anything. I'm like, "Yeah, crazy."
Impossible, motherfucker.
fuck?
Yeah.
He
I must have been
literally
dancing in
said,
my
"I
sleep."
must have been dancing in my
Word
sleep."
for word. He's like, "Man, just sweating super hard."
Sweating like fucking Bruce on stage.
So of course, my roommate puts him on blast, and then the next day. I come home and the roommate just threw the couch out.
Oh, really?
He cut it in half and then threw it out.
Out the window.
No. He
Was it
took
his
down.
couch?
I was gonna
Yeah, it was
say
his couch,
that's
yeah.
Santa Barbara style, out the window.
Yeah, chuck it.
Wait, he cut it in half like he took that section away?
Well, no, so he took. There's 2 couches.
Yeah.
And he just took the one couch. He cut it in half so it's easier so he could throw it away.
Like he literally cut it in
cut
half.
it in half. Yeah.
With what?
That's handsaw. It's easier to take it out.
It's just a
yeah.
few pieces of wood.
Yeah,
it's not
literally,
like,
yeah,
I know,
like-
I get it. I'm just, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that, man. When I moved out of my last spot, we just moved it out through the fucking second story window.
Yeah.
So much work.
It was pretty sketchy.
Yeah.
Moving
fuck yeah.
I was
couches
like,
is the-
somebody might die, but we're doing this.
why are doors not wider?
Couches are just the worst shit to move, no matter what.
Like doors should be wider always. I don't understand
Just for
why
that
they're so
purpose?
fucking narrow. Yeah.
There's a friend of ours that he came home. He lives in an apartment complex in San Francisco. He's been on the show actually, but he came home and a guy that was moving in the top floor of his building was like, "Hey, can you help me move a couch?" He's like, "Yeah, no problem." It
You
sucks.
never say yes to
Yeah,
that
you-
question.
Oh, I never-
Especially in San Francisco.
Never say yeah. I never say yeah. Like, are you busy? Yeah, I'm busy. What do you
Always.
need?
The doors in the fucking hallways in San Francisco buildings, if it's an old one, are so fucking narrow.
I'm
Yeah.
never not busy.
So he's like, "Yeah, I'll help you out, whatever." The guy, there's a pulley. This is no bullshit on the roof because the guy's on the top floor. There's a pulley on the roof. He attaches a rope, and then he wants him to help him. Pull it up.
Oh, pull it.
Pull it up from the roof, and it's just there's a rope wrapped around the fucking couch.
How many stories are we talking?
I think it's a 6 or 7
It actually really doesn't matter. What the fuck?
Did he at least like stabilize it so it wasn't swinging?
No,
when it went
and no ground control. Nobody on the ground going like, "Hey, watch how there's a couch up here."
Where did the pulley come from?
There's pulleys on the roof so they can like clean windows.
That's how you make the local news. A passerby dies when couch.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Or
head.
Piano falling.
Yeah,
like every
like in the cartoon.
Yeah.
Wile E. Coyote.
And he's always alive.
He's like, I tied a double knot. I don't understand how.
Dude, so he goes up there and the guy explains. He says, "No, I'm not helping. I wouldn't help either." Like, no, I'm not helping you with
No,
this.
I want no part of this.
Yeah, this is crazy.
No.
Crazy time. And then
How the fuck did he get a pulley on the roof?
So then he
No, he said
ended
they were
up doing
there.
it. Yeah, it's already there. Yeah, so they can clean.
Oh, okay,
shit on the side.
yeah.
But so the guy ended up doing. He found somebody else to help him, and then they pushed it with a broomstick to get like momentum to swing it into the window.
My God.
Goodness.
It's like, you guys are crazy.
Safety violations out the ass.
You guys are so crazy.
This is so college-ish.
I know. So and those apartments are like $3,500 a month. Dude.
Yeah,
It's
and
crazy.
they're shit.
And they're
For 400 square feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not big, but yeah, they're not the worst.
I mean, you went to Santa Barbara where people used to throw the burning couches out of the window, right? Or you light them on fire in the street.
Yeah, in DP, they put them on fucking
DP.
in the middle of the street and light them on fire.
Why? Where did that start?
Probably some college student not knowing how to get rid of a couch. He's like, if I burn it,
Just
then,
turn it to ash.
I think
Yeah.
it started with the race riots in '85 in
Yeah.
Santa Barbara.
The Santa Barbara. Everybody knows about the Santa Barbara race
I almost
riots.
said for real, but
Well, he said race riots, and I was going with it. But then when he said Santa Barbara, I'm like, no. Santa Barbara's like 98% white.
so I was like, whose race is out there? Like,
I don't know. They probably have a lot of Mexicans on the outskirts.
They do. There are areas.
Damn, I should have kept that going for a little bit.
Yeah, you could have. You could have.
But I mean, it was pretty big party scene, doing crazy shit like that when you were there, right?
Dude, any weekend, and I'm sure it's not that way now because the cops were really cracking down on it when I went to school there, but every weekend, even like Thursday nights, you just walk down DP and there's fucking parties everywhere.
San Diego,
Like it was like, it's like downtown Mardi Gras, but every
It
weekend.
was
Yeah.
crazy, yeah.
San Diego State was the same way. San Diego State was parties all the fucking time.
I came down here a couple times to party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like it was always people had friends at San Diego State and friends at Santa Barbara.
Yep.
There was always
Back and forth,
yeah. But I was curious, and so I looked up because San Diego State was always top 10 party school in the country. On like every fucking list, it was always top 10
for sure.
And so I was like, I wonder if it still has that reputation. And so I went on, and not one single list was it on there. I mean, the requirements to even get into state have gotten so much higher.
Yeah.
We need to change that.
I know, right?
We got to do something.
Let's go rent a house over by state and just throw wild ass parties.
Dude, we'll just
frat.
start our own,
like old school.
start our own frat.
Yeah.
TTG.
We'd get through one party and be like, damn, I'm tired.
Yeah, right. One party they're gonna bust us for helping underage kids drink.
hey guys, 3 a.m, man. You guys call it a
I'd
night.
be the guy like leaning out my fucking window. Hey, turn that shit down at like 10:15.
He's holding Ziggy.
Yeah, exactly. And I got a robe on. Yeah,
I never understood why people like owned homes out there who weren't college students.
yeah. That's to have to deal with that all the
Yeah,
time.
because at this point, like, it's not like the university just sprung up like when you own the home. It's not like you bought the home and you're like, oh shit, they're building a university. Now I have to live next to students. Like, no, it's been there for so long that these people bought their homes knowing that there were college students all the way
course.
around. And then they just look miserable all the time. Because you're surrounded by students who are throwing parties nonstop.
Dude, I should get a fucking apartment.
I mean, dude, I was so
A crash
close to
pad
getting
just
an
to go
apartment.
fuck.
There's an apartment we were gonna get that was like 2 blocks away.
From state.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it felt kind
Stumble
of
into pussy.
I felt kind of creepy though.
Yeah.
So what? You're not creepy when you
But-
busting that nut in that fucking 20-year-old pussy.
And they would love it too. They would love an older dude there for
It's
whatever
the best,
fucking
Because we all actually had shit in our apartment.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got a TV,
a real couch,
a real couch, not the little bean bag.
a bed that's like got real fucking sheets on it that are
Actual
washed.
food.
Actual food, yeah, not
That's
ramen.
solid. Instead
Pizza
of a
rolls
fridge
and
full of
fucking
condiments.
ramen.
You can afford to take them somewhere other than like the shitty pizza place.
Yeah, Panda Express.
Yeah.
I wonder if any of us are at that age where we would be deemed creepy for doing so.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You think
Yeah.
so?
Fuck yeah.
But there's got to be a percentage of college chicks who fucking love older dudes.
Yeah, a
and-
lot of them would.
Yeah.
Because you'd be able to provide things that nobody else that they know could.
just what we talk about, little thing, paper towels.
Yeah.
Like
Toilet
shit,
paper.
toilet paper,
Baby wipes.
baby
Yeah.
wipes.
When I graduated, because I graduated, I was older than most of the people there, and the last day of finals, there was this girl who was like 20-ish years old. I had a bunch of other classes with her, worked on a bunch of group projects with her, so I knew her fairly well. Yeah, and like her boyfriend had just dumped her like the day before.
She's wounded. She's wounded. Dive in.
So so she's like, oh, you're graduating, right? And I was like, yeah. She's like, so what are you gonna do today? And I was like, well, I'm probably just gonna go. I got friends coming into town a little later. I'm gonna go PB and probably just start drinking. And she's like, can I come with you?
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, sure. But she couldn't go anywhere really because she's not 21. But she had an ID that kind of worked. I was like, I can take you to a few places that probably won't check your ID too crazy. So like we went and got sushi and drank some sake and some beer, and she's like, oh my God, this is like so cool. You know? And then I took her to Tower 23, the hotel, the bar right there, and went up to the patio area on the rooftop and had some drinks there. And she's like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like, and I was ordering like nice drinks and shit like that. So to her, it was like the coolest fucking thing in the fucking world.
Yeah,
like,
because she'd only had Natty Light until that point.
She'd only been to grimy house parties, and whatever bar by state would serve her alcohol was like the coolest shit that she had done.
See, I'm thinking that you just your money no matter what.
Yeah.
You know?
It's too easy. When I was like, well, I guess I was 30, maybe. Yeah, and I was dating that 21-year-old girl.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
The
it's dream.
dream.
The dream. Man, I still love that chick. Though she's still the dream too. But we would go out to dinner and or just go grab drinks, and it's like $50, and I just would think about it's not that much money in terms of going out, Yeah. And she just get all excited. I'm like, this isn't that crazy. But if you're not working, you're living off school loans, and like you got
You're not doing
$500 for
$50
2
dinner.
weeks. Yeah, that you can't afford.
I couldn't even tell you the last time I went out to dinner and it was under $100.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Like if I got out of there for 50, that's a steal.
Yeah, like fuck your crab hut.
I love it.
Hey, Crab Hut's good.
Hey, man, that's fine dining, boy.
They give you food in a bag.
Fine dining.
Dude, literally, that's not even an exaggeration. You literally get your food in a bag.
In a plastic bag.
It's all good though. That king crab's a good $30 a fucking pound. Dog.
It's
Get your
good
money
shit.
up.
Do they hand it to you in an alley?
They should.
It's good shit though.
When the first time I went there, it is good. But the first time I went there, and she comes out with a bag, like, what is this doggy bag of shit you're handing me? The fuck is?
Dom loves fucking.
I might go fucking today. Fuck around.
Let's
And
go
then
right
take
now.
then take a nap.
Yeah, and take a nap.
That's actually a good plan.
I don't like crab. Too much effort to eat.
But it's the reward after the fucking effort that you put in.
Who are you, Wu-Tang? The reward?
Reward.
Reward. Reward's not an easy word to say.
Yeah, that.
Neither is brewery.
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 The more you try to say it, the
I
worse.
got
it
a
gets.
reward at the brewery.
Neither is E. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Ziggs, you ready? You ready, buddy? Should I pull up the thing?
I wish we could
man,
get
do
him to
that.
do it without even prompts.
If
Yeah,
I start,
train your fucking dog.
Fucking dog.
If I start howling, he'll do it.
Well, then do it.
All right, Ziggs, ready?
We should just try to get guests that are on the lowest point in their life on the show.
Holy shit.
What, and make them cry?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds lovely.
Be super mean.
Yeah.
And then they
I'm
fucking
sure-
pull
Oh,
out
are
a
you gonna
gun.
cry, you piece of shit?
Ah,
You
pussy
should.
boy.
You should
Here's
cry.
a gun. Kill yourself.
You
What?
fucking should.
It's only a prank. It's only a prank,
Yeah.
bro.
That's the path to podcast success.
For sure.
Just belittle and destroy people on your show.
Guest kills himself after show.
It was only a prank.
It's only a prank. It was only a goof, bro.